Leo and Leo Rising. Welcome to your April 2015 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. Do check out the video for your rising sign as well. That can give you some additional information. Sometimes it can even be more specific than this very general sun sign reading. Of course, the only way to get a reading just for you is to schedule one with me. I do those on Skype. It's $65 for a 30-minute session. Drop me a line at the email address in this video or below this video to set up an appointment. And if you're on a mobile device, you'll just need to tap the arrow beneath this video and that will open the details section. And all my info is in there if you're not seeing it on a mobile device. I also wanted to mention I will be offering a rune class that's completely online, and that's going to be June 1st through July 10th. If you didn't get a chance to sign up for the one I started earlier this year, there is going to be another one here this summer. So it's $185 for the full 6-week course, and you will need to make sure that you can allot 4 to 5 hours per week if you want to do this, because there are homework assignments and you'll need to watch the lectures. So if you would like more details about that, also just drop me a line at that same email address, and I can send you that info and get you signed up. But let's jump in, Leo, and take a look at April 2015 for you and see what we can see. Wow, busy month, I can tell, just from how many runes jumped out. And let's see what other info the tarot has to give us here. Well, your focus in April, Aries, there seems to be a sense of a victory for you. And this may have something to do with family. For some of you, this may have to do with property disputes or issues regarding inheritance, wills, things of that nature. But it could just be a family issue that has been a problem. And it seems like maybe information that has been hidden could come to light in April. And I've got a similar thing for Aries, but you know, you have the 6 of Rods as your focus, so I mean that's a really good card. So it's definitely a card of winning or winning a battle, you know, and there may be a bit of delay around a situation moving forward, but it will. And this could have to do with mother or mother figure coming to grips with something. In some cases, if you are the mother in question, it could be you coming to terms with something that you're maybe not exactly ecstatic about, but you're able to accept it, something to do with your children. Some of you, there may be a shift or a change going on within a family dynamic. And but it's still going to seem like a win to you. So this is either what you wanted to happen, or it does work out for you. It does prove to be beneficial for you in some way, and brings kind of a new beginning here to this situation. Now, some of you may be traveling in April or planning to travel in April to visit your family. And it could be that there are just some delays around this trip, or maybe there's someone who you were hoping would be there that has to reschedule. There could be something of that nature going on as well. But I still think it's going to be, all in all, a good trip and a good time for you. But yeah, there may be some sort of reunion. You may be going, if you celebrate Easter, there may be something around the holiday going on. And, you know, you may be for some reason dreading it and feeling like it's going to be a bad time, when actually it turns out to be very positive, and you have a really good time, actually. So I definitely think if you are invited to any family events in April, Leo, you should go. Those of you who have maybe had any arguments or disagreements with a mother or mother figure or an older member of the family, It does not have to be a mother, but it would be an aunt, somebody who is her equivalent or age equivalent. Anybody that you've had a disagreement with. I feel like there's a change or a chance to move forward or to go in a new direction here. This can also be a mother-in-law. So yeah, that can also be a way this works. Anybody who's kind of on that mother level. So yeah, this could be a new way forward with that. And I feel like you'll be very happy about this. You will feel positive about this. Because it seems like for most of you, this was what you had hoped would happen. This is the way you had hoped this would pan out. So, and it may involve travel, going to see this person, talking with this person. For those of you that it's your child, that, you know, again, it may be that you decide to, maybe it's in the car that you have this conversation. That could be the way that it works out. But it seems like maybe you are doing something over the holiday weekend, or you are for Good Friday if you celebrate that, or if you are just taking a long weekend that you are, it's on the car ride or while you're traveling, that you're able to kind of talk things out and get things worked out and get the other person to see things from your perspective. Now, when it comes to money and finance here, with the Nine of Swords in reverse, it does seem like you are just in April really tired of worrying about money, Leo. You're so over worrying about, you know, and having to watch what you spend and having to budget, and you're not the best savers of the zodiac. I think you know that, Leo. I think I'm cool. I think I'm okay in telling you that, because I think most of you know that. You like luxury items. You like, you know, you tend to be attracted to the most expensive item, no matter where you go and no matter what you're looking for. And you may have had to curb that in recent months, and you may just be really tired of that in April. And I do feel like you're on the verge of a breakthrough. What I am seeing, Leo, is that for April, you should still curb this tendency. Be careful with your money. Be very, very careful to overspend, because I feel if you do, it will put you in a more difficult situation than you even have been in. So just watch that, be careful with that, because I feel like there's something you're really going to want. There's something you're going to see, or there's something you really want to renovate, fix, or completely redo, because you have Kanaz here, which is the rune of new beginnings and creativity and decorating and you know, building on a porch, and you know, and some of you may be wanting to do some renovations on your home, or you may be wanting to renovate yourself, your look, you know, get a new summer look going, get ready for summer, and maybe you just don't have the money on hand to do that right now, but it's okay. It's okay. You will. I feel like you're on the verge of you know, being able to do this, but you may have to do it a little bit more slowly than you were hoping here, Leo. So for those of you who are looking for new work, or looking to increase your finances, increase your money, I do feel like, you know, this April may be a month where there's just not a ton of things that you're interested in. And some of you may feel like, you know, maybe you are not happy with your work environment. You may feel like, you know, maybe there's a wage freeze on, or maybe you feel like the raise that you got or received was not good, or something may be going on with, you know, something being taken away, or offers being withdrawn, or things that were in the contract when you took a job being tweaked. And, you know, there's something going on the job for those of you who haven't been looking, that in some way lessens the positivity of the situation that you're in, or lessens the value of the job that you're in. But I mean, I feel like for those of you that are experiencing this may be a catalyst to get a lot of you out of the situation that you're in. It may be a catalyst to kind of give you that nudge, you know, maybe you should look for something better. And while it may not be obvious in April, if you start the process in April or start looking, then you know, you may be on to something bigger and better by the end of summer. So yeah, I feel like around your birthday is a prime time for a lot of you where career changes may be going on. And and I feel like it has to do with astrology. They're showing me stars. So I have a feeling maybe there's something big going on astrologically for you this summer. I do know that Jupiter is in your sign, and that, I mean, he is very benefic as far as giving you a great big reward before he moves on to the next sign. So pay attention to what he's doing. I know he goes direct in April, but it may take most of the month for him to pick up steam. But yeah, look for him to be leaving you a really cool gift. And I think it'll be different for all of you, but it seems like for the most of you, it's going to be coming through in work and career and money and possessions, things like that. More stuff, pretty stuff. Or you being able to make things pretty, whether it's your wardrobe or renovations and things like that. Now, the help that's going to be available to you is that I do feel like, I think this is going back to this for a lot of you, a situation from the past with judgment may be resurrected. It may be brought up. In fact, it may be you who brings this up, because with judgment, that always indicates to me that, it's up to you whether you kind of deal with this or not. And there's a decision to be made, but you're in control of it to a certain extent. So I do feel like maybe if there's a situation that's been kind of hanging over you, maybe you've been putting off dealing with it just because, it was a hassle, or you didn't feel like it, or, and again, for a lot of you, this may have something to do with family, with property disputes, maybe a neighbor, somebody in your immediate environment. Maybe you've been putting off talking to them, asking them to do something for you, or asking them to maybe stop, doing something on your property or something like that. I do feel like if you approach this in April, you will get a positive result. And I think that this is a decision that will help you in the long run. So yeah, kind of face those things you've been putting off, particularly when it comes to property, family, any of those issues that you just have been avoiding. You can't avoid things forever. So it's time to resurrect things from the past and get them on a more, because it's going to benefit you in the long run. And I think you're going to see that in April. I mean, it's always better to, not have enemies. Or it's always better to not have frenemies even if they're within your family. So yeah, I see you kind of smoothing over some waters in April, or making an attempt. And this is going to be gradual. Don't expect overnight success, but I do feel like you will know it's heading in a more positive direction. You will feel that this is heading in a more positive direction. And I feel like the response you get from other people, if you reach out, is going to be more positive than maybe it has been in the past. Because again, I feel like they've reconsidered, or I feel like there may be regret all around in a certain situation. Maybe you regret some things that you said or did, and other people are regretting as well. So I think everybody needs a chance to express that in April. Now, what can't be changed in April is that there's a lot of protection around you regarding money if you watch what you're spending. And, definitely hold off on the things that you can't afford. I'm seeing increments. They're saying you can do this. I'm seeing curtains too. I don't know if some of you, I don't know what's going on with curtains. If you need new window treatments, new windows, if you do need new curtains, it could be that you, maybe you've picked out some really expensive curtains and you could get something similar at a more cost-effective price. Yeah, just do some research. They're saying do some research. You may be able to get things at wholesale. You may be able to wholesale maybe in the name of any window treatments you're looking for. So if you're looking for blinds wholesale blinds, I don't know, .com. Check it out, because yeah, it seems like with just some research, Leo, you can do a lot of the things you want to do at a much cheaper price. So check into that. You've definitely got, with the Wheel of Fortune, you've got luck on your side with finding deals. And I feel like you're being led and protected in specifically to do with money. So if you can just kind of curb your desire to, buy these pretty things and to buy the most expensive things. Now there will be somewhat of a delay around maybe working things out with a Queen of Pentacles. This is normally an earth sign lady. This is normally a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, or somebody with those traits. She's probably very practical. She may be very wealthy. She's normally also can be a business manager or the owner of a business. She's the Pentacle people are the people with the money. So they could be bankers or, people in the doctors or people in the medical field who do really well financially. So there may be some sort of karmic balance that needs to be restored with this person, but I feel like, you may find that it's just you see things very differently, and it's better that you just kind of keep your distance. I kind of get the feeling that she may be feeling this way as well. She is coming up in the upright. So what that indicates to me is that for most of you, again, not all, because this is a general reading, but for most of you, she's not a bad person. She's not an evil person, a wicked person, and she's not coming from an unreasonable point of view. But for whatever reason, your viewpoints may be diametrically opposed. So, so going back to this, make sure that you are not maintaining a viewpoint stubbornly just to win if you are in the wrong, or if you are being maybe you're being a little bit too hesitant to compromise here, when because the Pentacle people are normally very willing to compromise. Fire signs, not so much. So yeah, just make sure and analyze and answer honestly which side of this you're on, because I feel like a compromise can be reached with all of these good runes coming up here, but that the decision is left up to you. And if you make a fair decision, you can rectify any issues with the people around you. Now this can indicate that you do present a fair option to this person. She just needs some time to think about it, or she doesn't get back to you right away. This could be somebody that you are interested in getting a job interview with. This could be somebody that would be a new manager for you or a new boss. This could be somebody at work that you're just it's going to take some time here. You're just not seeing things in the same way. You're not seeing things in a positive light, or you're not seeing her viewpoint in a positive light, or vice versa. So, I mean, if this is your boss, and you have an idea on something that you want to move forward to, just be sure that you have all your research and information, and be able to back up what you're saying and what you're proposing, because she's all about the bottom line and practical solutions, and not into airy-fairy maybes. She's going to want to see it in black and white on paper, in facts. So yeah, that would have to be your approach to her, and that would probably help you. But I do think she'll need time to deliberate also. Now this could be somebody who's leaving where you work and moving on to another job, and it's vacating another position that may be open to people within the company. So you may find out that she's going to be leaving. There's a bit of a delay around this, so I think for most of you it may not be in April, it may be in May. Or she could be leaving because of a rather negative thing going on, maybe a health situation or something. But this could open up a new position for you, because you have Yara, which could mean that you could benefit from this. Maybe this is somebody who's retiring, and she's not even retiring until the end of the year. But maybe you're thinking, oh, that could be a position next year that I could apply for. So it could be as far out as that for some of you, Leo. Again, you're all in different groups, and this is all applying to you in different ways. But there's definitely an aura of positivity around whatever this is. So whether it's somebody that you are trying to work things out with, or if it's somebody on the job who's leaving that's going to vacate something, this is heading in the right direction. I do think that this option is going to be very positive for you if it's a position within the company that you're qualified for and that you could fill. That may be why I'm getting all these waiting runes for some of you around spending and finances and things like that, because it looks like this position would improve that a lot. Patience will be necessary in April with money, and relationships, but specifically with money and spending and finding cheaper ways to do things that you want to do. But that's what they're saying. You don't have to hold off completely for anything that you want to improve or spend on. Just make sure you're finding those deals, because they are there to be had, particularly around windows, Leo. So that is what I see for April. Good luck with that, and I'll see you back here in May.